over 1,200 shows. I am so lucky because I've got 3 of my favorite things in this next segment. Regis.
I love him.
Cocktails.
I love them too.
And another one of my favorite guys, and you guys all know him from performing some of the dirtiest jobs ever. He's here, and he's going to serve up some stiff cocktails. Take a look.
Welcome back to the American Revolution, brought to you in part by booze.
I'm not just being a smart aleck. Booze really did help cause the revolution, and it's all over the battlefield here at Lexington and Concord. And not just the rum in these Redcoats canteens. It goes way back. It says so right here on our fancy timeline. Starting with the Pilgrim's Landing, all the way through to the shot heard round the world, we're going to show you step by step how booze helped change history.
Fact is, there's a ton of evidence out there that makes it pretty clear our country wouldn't look anything like it does today but for booze.
Please welcome back to our show, Mike Rowe. Let's go. So great to see you again. How are you?
Yeah, Mike Rowe. I love that cat.
You like the cat?
I love the little cat.
I can make some calls. I can have your own
You
sent
too.
over in no time.
You too
I
could
can
have
make
one.
it happen. Hey, everybody.
So, we are going to get to some cocktail making, but I just have to commend you. What a brilliant idea.
Thank you.
To host a show about the history of booze, because think of the research he gets to do. How booze affects American history.
When did it start anyway, Mike?
American history or booze?
Booze.
Both have been around for a long time, but this show started because, well, for a couple reasons. First of all, 300 dirty jobs, all 50 states. It's like, okay, can we maybe not crawl in another hole today, just for a while? And the network's like, well, you know, what do you like? What do you want to do? And I said, well, my dad was a history teacher, honestly, I could use a cold drink. So what would happen, you know, if we somehow cream these two things together?
Right.
And the truth is, it's really hard to get people to care at all about history. It just sounds boring. There's a guy in a tweed jacket with a bow tie and the patches on his arm, and we just suck the joy out of it. So this show is designed to really kind of revisit your 8th grade social studies class, you know, but look at every single thing that happened, from the Revolutionary War to the Civil War to Prohibition to NASCAR to the FBI, the CIA to forensics to going to the moon. None of it would have happened without booze. And we walk you through every single process.
So, this is a 3-part?
Yes, every Wednesday, 10 o'clock.
On Discovery.
Yeah, it debuted last Wednesday, so
We have
this
2 more.
Wednesday again, we got one more the following Wednesday.
But if you go back to all the various liquors in the whole booze world,
Yeah.
they all began at a different time and a different place, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, you can start with the Pilgrims, right? It's 1620,
Yeah.
and most people think of the Puritans like, you know, they're teetotalers.
Yeah,
The
potatoes, not vodka.
Yeah, well, the average Pilgrim drank 4 to 5 times the amount of beer the average American drinks today.
Wow.
In fact, the Mayflower wasn't going to Plymouth. They were headed south. They stopped in Plymouth because they ran out of beer.
Oh, is that right? Are you making that up?
True story.
They were making a
Mike.
beer
No, no,
run.
no.
I love it.
True story. The problem was...
Hey, we brought in this whole bar, by the way. Can you
What?
storytell and make a cocktail?
Actually, what you're saying, can I multitask?
Yes. Can you multitask?
No, I can't.
Come on.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Come on, all the jobs. Come on,
Here, I
come
can
on.
get you a light beer or a non-light beer.
I would like a Moscow Mule, please, bartender.
The show's called How Booze Built America. You want
Not
a drink from
Moscow.
Moscow. Do you know how to make one? Because you know what I'm good at,
It is-
honestly? I'm good
yeah.
at following instructions.
Okay, it is vodka, lime
Vodka.
juice, and
All right.
ginger beer or ginger ale. And I think you shake it and you put it in something cold over some more
You have
icy stuff.
vastly overestimated my capabilities here.
What are we talking about? You're the guy, you're the historian in this.
Yeah, but
you know
what?
everything.
Yeah, well, guess what? My career is history, so congratulations. All right, so this is ice, so I put the ice in here, right? I mean, that's basically how they
Oh
do it.
my
But
God,
come
Mike.
on, man, I drink beer. I don't make the fancy...
I'll make the cocktail. You and Regis
Is
chat.
it bad form to tack? Yeah, would
Yeah.
you
Wash your hands
You guys
before the
catch
show?
up.
I just did in the ice.
That's
Here,
a
I've
good
got-
point. He
I've
is
got directions
the
here
dirtiest
as well.
worker. Did you actually?
I don't know how
Did
to
you
make any
wash?
of this crap.
Okay.
I really
I'm
don't.
taking over.
What are we talking about? What are you going to make, a Moscow Mule?
A Moscow Mule.
Yeah.
Is that like a dirty martini?
It's a little, no, it's not. But he likes, guess what his favorite drink is?
You'll never make it right.
Your favorite drink?
You'll never make it right.
Cosmopolitan. Every Saturday night, my wife and I go out, Cosmopolitan.
Seriously?
What a night we have.
Right on.
Isn't
How
it?
are you not drinking very dry gin martinis with Perry Como in the background singing and being the whole...
Because
what's
he
a
feels
Cosmo?
secure enough to go out and order what is regarded largely as a female cocktail.
You know, it really is regarded
Sex
as a
and the
female
City,
cocktail.
yeah.
I'm sorry, but there's a little bit of female in me.
And you're secure enough.
I'm secure enough.
You're not secure
There's
enough
so
to
many
handle that.
things I want to say.
Don't you say it.
There's so many
Don't you
things.
say anything.
All right, I won't.
No,
Hey,
but... yeah.
Sorry, no.
what-
Please.
No.
Okay, I will. The thing with the Pilgrims,
Yes.
the water in 1620.
Yeah.
You know, the ice. First
Right.
of all, there was no ice, but the water would kill you. Diphtheria. I mean, it's a typhus,
okay.
dysentery,
Sure.
right? So you couldn't drink the water. The Pilgrims and the Puritans, they had beer for their kids. They called it small beer. And it's a little less alcohol, but they drank beer every single day of the year.
We always had
starting
wine
with-
at the dinner table, too, in our family.
Sure.
A little bit of wine mixed with
Sure,
water.
yeah, right. The kids...
Yeah.
Cheers to me. I made myself a nice Moscow Mule. We're going to take a quick break. Poor Regis doesn't have a cocktail yet. Mike or Rachel will figure out how to make a Cosmo after this.
That's terrible.
I'm back with America's dirtiest guy and my good buddy, Regis.
Here
It is
we
a great
are.
day here. Mike Rowe, Regis Philbin. Now, I made myself a Moscow Mule. You are going to cover Reg and his cocktail. You can do this, Mike. Come on.
Man, it's pink.
I know it's pink. It's
Incidentally,
what the man wants.
The Moscow Mule was terrific.
It was pretty
did it.
tasty, right?
It's
All right, here we
got
go,
a-
big boy.
It's got a kick, yeah. Okay.
Triple sec.
Right here.
Sounds like 3 something.
Put
Okay.
some ice in here first, Mike,
Ice
so
in
it's
here
nice and
first.
cold.
Yes.
Regis,
You never
like
made a
it nice and
Cosmo,
cold.
did you?
No, I've never made one. I've never drank
How
one.
did you get this show that everybody's watching?
Listen, if you've watched the show carefully, you realize that I'm not paid to do anything but try. And
All right, try this.
I generally fail miserably. All
Try
right.
this.
Right?
Okay.
Triple sec.
Orange liqueur.
Triple sec. How much you want in there?
Well, if you're drinking two shots.
That
That's
looks like
good.
2
Fine.
shots.
Boy,
Fine.
does she know her liquor or not?
Right.
What else, Reg? What
Well, it
else?
was Rachael Ray. You go, you have a bowl of spaghetti. All of a sudden. Citron vodka.
Citron.
Right here,
There we
vodka.
go.
Is
All
it
right.
citron?
Whatever. It's
Gotta be
vodka.
citron.
Well, wait a
Listen,
minute. What
Reg.
is it? What's
I
it?
don't
Just
know. Who cares?
Tito's.
Okay.
You know, it's not
Tito.
bad. They make that down in Texas.
Fresh lime
Is
juice.
that enough? All
Okay,
right.
fresh lime juice. Here we go.
How do we know it's fresh?
Put the whole thing in there.
How do we know it's fresh?
Oh, please. We cook here.
It's
Come
a
on.
test. I'm just asking.
Cranberry juice.
Cranberry juice. Check.
It's my job to ask the hard questions.
Fill it up with the
that's it,
cranberry
baby.
juice.
All right, that's
These are
fine.
great.
All right,
One
good.
for
A
all
little
the
bit more. A
audience.
little bit more.
A little bit more. All right, look.
Yeah, and then put the top on the shaker. It's going to go all over Regis.
Oh, I would hate to see that happen.
You know, I've never
that would
seen
be
you
like a
wearing a
tragedy.
shirt and tie. All I see you is in these sweatshirts.
I know. Look, I don't have any nice clothes anymore. I got one suit. It's rubber.
You know, I wanted to know, since you're doing a show about how booze affects our history, and you probably went out and did some research, do you have a good hangover cure? The history of hangover cures.
Actually, there are a lot of hangover cures, but the only one that I ever saw that actually worked was not to sober up. Just keep it going. Just keep it going. Now, look. You're going to lose your job, your life, everything, but, you know, your head's going
But
to be
you'll
fine.
never get that headache.
No, you know what? It's water. There's nothing you can do but water.
Just rehydrate,
Yep,
right?
that's it. Everything else is a lot of hooey.
You know, I love the idea of marrying booze with history because it does make us pay attention as adults to what we blew off as kids. Give us another couple of fun facts from the show. Like, what's happening in tonight's episode, or Wednesday night's episode?
Well, what you're going to see
Part two.
next is us pushing west. And the way we push west involves guys like Johnny Appleseed, who you might remember from like a Disney cartoon. But the real Johnny Appleseed was he was something between like Donald Trump and Abby Hoffman. He was he was a vegetarian.
Interesting imagery.
He was a hippie. He wore like 8 or 9 pair of pants at the same time. No one knows why. And he planted hundreds of thousands of apple trees, and because people loved hard cider, right? And so hard cider was basically currency back in those days. Money was no good because people could print notes and they weren't worth the paper they were printed on. But people traded booze for everything.
Wow.
And so the whole story of us going west is the story of commerce. The whole story of us becoming a country is the story of taxes. Rum is taxed. Wars are paid for by taxes. Lincoln paid for the Civil War with the tax on whiskey. Washington paid for the Revolutionary War with the tax on rum. King George started the Revolutionary War by taxing rum. It wasn't a tea party. It was a rum party.
It was
and that's
a
all I
rum
have to say
party.
about that.
Hey, Regis, to our first show together.
Yes, thank you.
Mike, to part 2 of your show.
Thank you.
Cheers to you guys. I'm sorry I couldn't make enough for everyone.
Lady tasters.
All right.
Guys, the second part of How Booze Built America is this Wednesday at 10 p.m. on Discovery. And don't forget to catch
much
part
cranberry.
3.
It's got a
I
wine too.
tried. It's been a long time since I was a bartender.
Everybody drink beer anymore?
Up next, I'm going to make a booze-filled brisket, a whiskey brisket, and give it up for Regis. We'll see him again next month, the one and the only Regis. Cheers,
Thanks
sir.
very much.
Cheers,
I loved
sir.
it.
How do you like this? Hey guys, want more show after the show? Join us on Facebook and Twitter and share what's happening online.